Hey guys, Lech here. Time has come to install my sauna stove. As I did a review video of the stove before and broke it in, I'm using the Morrison stove company stove, and this is the dual door feed, meaning you have the door on the inside of the sauna right here with the glass view one window, really cool. And then we have the outside door that's gonna go through this hole here. I already pre-measured. I have my video posted for that if you need measurement ideas on how to do it, but this is basically what it looks like. So we're gonna use some 2-inch tall stones to raise it up off the ground so it's not sitting directly on the tile. Then I'm gonna build around it with some hardy backer. The reason I need to put the stove in first, because of all these sticking out pieces here, I want to make a snug fit around the feeding tube here, so I don't have any space, and I'll be building my hardy back around that, as well as some insulation and so on. So let me walk you guys through it. First, I'll give you guys a peek from the outside, and let's get this thing installed. Here's the outside. So I'm gonna have hardy backer on all these here as well, and then with some tile, as will be directly next to the stove. I will probably line this with hardy backer as well here, and then we'll pull it through, insulate it, seal it all up. So I'm doing hardy backer on the inside as well, just extra protection from the heat. On top, on the sides, I used that cut everything green disc you can get on Amazon. I did a review on this if you want to check it out, but it cuts it like butter, makes your life a lot easier. And then obviously hardy backer screws and all that. That's that. I'm gonna line up the stove now. Alrighty guys, we got our stones in place. We're gonna line up the stove now to see how it all fits, and then we'll be able to measure our hardy backer here, where we need to go up to the stove, around it and so on, and then we'll make our cuts. Install the bottom piece of hardy backer first, put a stove on, we'll do the sides and then the top. Let's do a test fit. This thing is 100 pounds or more. You got help, use the help. If not, you're gonna have to lift this yourself. Cool, let me show you guys a close-up. So this is the idea, going right through the wall, a couple of inches on this side. And let's see what it looks like outside. And there we go. This is our outside wall. It's perfect. Hardy backer will go flush here as well. We'll fill this with fiberglass insulation, stuff you use in forges, and I think we'll be good. So I want my hardy backer board tiles pretty close to the tunnel here. So we're gonna measure from the bottom here, where the hardy backer is gonna sit, all the way to this, and make our cut for the bottom piece, or maybe whole piece. We'll see what's easier. And then we'll do the same thing outside. One quick, easy way to measure. Lay your level or beam on top of the oven. Make lines here. Then lay over here from the bottom same way, and might make your marks here. And a quick test fit of our bottom piece. That's what we want. And the top or side pieces will be easy to do. But I think I'm gonna install this piece first and tile it. It's just gonna be a lot easier than with the stove in the way. And then we'll move on. Changed it up a little bit, made it a little higher, so that way I can fit a full tile here. And also so I have extra hardy backer over for the next tile to overlap. So we got our bottom tile on. I'll wait till the morning once this sets, and then we can move on with the rest. Alrighty, we got our bottom section all set. We can pop the stove in and now work our way up. And this setup here is for a window, so we're gonna be leaving this open. I'm just not cutting the outside wood yet. And we'll work our hardy back around it. So here we go. I've got about a quarter or so clearance here, that's perfect. You know, I don't want anything grinding, scratching against each other. And now, we can start cutting the hardy backer to work our way around it. And that will be the inside sealing off section. Got it cut out ready. Now we just test that amount. So I want to be about at least a quarter inch spacing. I don't want to sit directly in the oven. We can put the tiles a little closer if you want to, but we're gonna have insulation in there, so it's really not necessary. Just gives me room to adjust the oven if I need to. From the other side, we'll seal it better once it's fully in place. But yeah, this looks good. A few hardy backer screws, and we can tile this up and so on. A little close up, just like that. And this is why I make my hardy backer higher here. So now I can put a tile over the two pieces instead of having it right down the crack. Now all we've got to do is push the oven back in closer to the wall, so we have the outside space needed to tile around there. And here's the outside view of the oven door. This is the door one as mentioned before. So we're gonna, like I mentioned, push this out from the inside so we have enough space to clear this gap here. Then I'm gonna fill this with ceramic insulation. Same stuff I use in the forge that holds 2300 degrees, just for extra insulation. You don't need it because we have the hardy backer here already, but hey, I have it, why not? It's just extra safety feature. And I'm gonna cover all this with the hardy backer, 1/2 inch one I used on the inside. Might do 2 layers. I have inch thick here, and then we'll tile around. Alrighty, time to finish the outside portion of the stove now. So we pulled it out. I'm gonna insulate it with the insulation like I mentioned. I'll put a link to this below. It's pretty common, but you know, make life easier for you guys. I'm just gonna wrap it all around here. That's also going to now prevent any airflow coming through the cracks between the tiles and the stove, because we got a snug fit. Okay. And now I'm doing 2 layers of hardy backer because I want to pull this out so it's flush with the wall once I do the tiles. So we'll do that next. And I'm keeping it away from sitting directly on the stove. I want that little gap there. And now my second layer, I cut out more precise to get a better cover. tie all this thing down. And there we go, outside all finished. And here we go. Here's what it looks like when it's finished. All's ready to go. Nice and close over here. This way it gives us the space outside needed to open the door and so on. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, follow. More videos on the build coming and lots of other how-to videos. Thank you guys.